Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudo's Crochet and More. Today is going to be a final review on this hook set that I got from Amazon. A couple things about it that I wanted to let you guys know. So if you did decide to buy these hooks, it is a great set. It does give a lot of different sizes. As you can see, it came all in this box here. Handmade, ergonomic, wooden, green, and it says it's new. Okay. Well, when I was working on my snow globe ornaments for Christmas, I was using the 5mm hook, and while crocheting with it, as you can see, there's no longer a tip on here. I had it set aside. I did message the company about this breaking, so this is a very delicate hook set. That's one thing. So I decided to go and start using, where is it at? This is the 6mm to do a pattern. And as I was crocheting, and I'll show you here, I don't know how well it's going to show on my camera, but I'm going to show you what it does when you've worked with it for a while and your hands warm up. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but we'll see. So this does come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hooks. Again, my 5mm is broke. The smallest it is a 4mm, so definitely wouldn't use anything like a really heavy, not that a 4mm yarn would be required for a heavy material, but you just want to be careful with that. And then it went to the 5. These were whole sizes, no halves. 6mm. And then I think this one had a 7. Yes, it does have a 7. And then an 8. A 9, and a 10. And I'm going to go ahead and use the 6mm because this is the one that I was using last. And I don't know if you can tell, there's some loss of color here. It's not green anymore. And I'll explain that here in a second. So, I'm just going to do something real quick here. Get a swatch done up. Like I said, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I should. That's all right. So I should have gotten a larger yarn, but that's okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'm unwinding some more yarn. Let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm going to start that over because I thought I had 10, so, alright. So, like I said, this isn't a bad hook set. It's really pretty. It's a nice wood hook set, but there are some downsides to it. 14, alright, so I chained up 15. And then I'm going to go ahead and do double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 4th chain from the hook all the way down. It isn't really, I don't know if you can hear it, but it kind of is like pulling a little bit on the hook. But I'm trying to work this so I can show you what happens when you've worked with it for a while. Like when the wood gets warm, the paint gets warm as well. And if you can guess where I'm going with this, and this is just an acrylic Red Heart. I think this is in the color Pumpkin yarn. Well, I'm trying to get the two of the loops together here. Like I said, that doesn't, they're not, to me, they're more of a decoration. I wouldn't pay full price for them. I did get, this color was at half price when I got them. But I definitely would not pay $30 for this hook set. People selling them are out their mind. They need to put some kind of finish after it's been painted. I don't think it's been like the paint's been sealed. Unless they want you to lose part of the color. I don't know. I wouldn't think they'd want you to lose part of the color of the hook, but okay. So there's the first round. Okay. Of course. It's not going to do it because I don't have any color up there to lose. Okay. So let me go ahead and up to the 7 because you can see the difference here. See how you see more black here and you see more green color on this one? So I know this isn't really needed for this size of yarn, but I'm going to go ahead and do that anyway. Okay. And it's snagging. Lovely. There we go. Okay. All right. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing something different with this, just to see how it works. And this is a pattern that I'm working on for Valentine's Day, and you'll see that in my work in progress. And I might gonna be doing that video after this one, but it might be out before this one is done. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then into this. All right. Let's see. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to see if I can bring this down just a little bit more. If not, then I will pull it up. There we go. All right. Now I just saw it on here. Where the heck did it go to? Okay, do another row. Technically, I'm not supposed to turn this, but I'm going to because I want to work this up to show you exactly what this looks like. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. Alright, so I'm just doing this to hopefully show you guys. It'd be kind of stinky if it didn't show you. I really wanted to show you guys, but it's alright. If it doesn't show here, I will explain my... Okay, here. Can you see that on my... I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. It's very faint. So after working this for a while, the paint starts to come off. And I had it on my hands. It was on the yarn. And I'm guessing it was just a really warm day that day. But it's a hook. You should not be coloring your yarn with your hook. The yarn should already be colored if it was supposed to be colored. But to have a hook do that, it's just not, in my opinion, not worth it. Again, I did get these on Amazon. It was a very nice set, but if you're, and I can feel it on here, but it's very hard to see. Of course, it probably won't focus. I won't see it, but it does come off. And you can, I don't know, there's not much of a difference right now, but if I were to continue working with this, oh, let me do this here. It would eventually start coming off. So, in my opinion, and it's also it's not very smooth. You can probably hear that drag, as they call it, with the yarn on the, and it could just be the yarn, who knows. But between that, it changing color on my hand, this finger, I don't know. I don't think you're going to be able to see that. Let me turn off the light. Maybe that's better. There we go. Right here on this fingertip, to me, and again, could just be the lighting, or because it's just so faint you can't see it, there's a slight tinge happening with the green colored hook. So I'm just gonna go ahead and now I'm not gonna throw these hooks away, because maybe if it's cold, maybe if it's cold enough, it won't do that. But I have a feeling as soon as my hand starts to really warm up, that it's going to start doing what it did to me when I was working with the tan color. Maybe I can let me see if I can find that on that yarn. 1 second. I'm just gonna try. There we go. What does it say? Okay. This isn't exactly the pattern. I'm still working on, oh, there, it's actually greener now. Well, to me it is. Again, you might not be able to see that, but let me show you this. Of course, it's probably not going to show up because I'm trying to find it. My luck, right? Don't you hate that when you're trying to find something and it just doesn't show up or doesn't appear like you want it to? Oh, here we go. See how that's... See that green in there? That's not the yarn. That's actually from the hook. It's kind of hard. There we go. I don't know if that's any better. See all that green there? That was actually at the starting the chain. And then I noticed as I was working it that even more spots became like that. And I'm guessing after it turned black, of course, no more of that was going to come off unless it hit this section here. But now that that green's gone, it won't show up on the yarn. But the rest of the hook, where I hold it in my hand, is going to eventually come off on my hand. This is another pattern that I was working on for something else that'll be later this year. I'm trying to figure out the best stitches for it. I'm trying to do a s'mores blanket with different stitches, so that way you can learn new stitches if you haven't learned these ones. And once that's available, I'll let you all know and do a tutorial the best I can for them. But yeah, this was me working up a sample to see how many rows I'd wanted the waffle stitch and then this stitch here, which I'm going to call it the nooks and crannies stitch, but it's called something else from where I found it. But I'm going to use it to turn it into a blanket pattern. Maybe I'll come out with a washcloth or dishcloth pattern with this one on it, so you can have an idea how this one works before the blanket pattern comes out. But that's what I saw. I'm like, wait a minute, my yarn's actually turning colors, and I don't know again if you'll be able to see any other spots, because after a while there's a little bit on that stitch. This is the back side. After I saw that, I switched to my Susan Bates metal 6mm, because I'm like, nope, I'm not turning. I don't want green in my yarn. If I wanted green, I would use green. Yeah, see here, down here, you can see it here too, and here. I think by the time I got halfway up this one, then I switched to the other hook, which made this look a little wonky, but that's okay. It's just a test, so. Alright, now I did, in my original unboxing of this video, I did put a link to these hooks. You don't have to go to that link unless you want to try it out for yourself. You're more than welcome to. I'm not an affiliate with Amazon, so it's up to you if you want to try them. Like I said, it's a really nice set because it does go from 4mm all the way up to 10. There's just no half sizes, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, which you don't see the 7 that often. And I'm only mentioning this because during the Creative Grandma's live today, somebody was asking about the 7mm crochet hook, and it's not very popular, but I am actually seeing it a little bit more here and there. So I guess if you prefer the 7, maybe it's like that 5 weight that you don't want to use. You want to go up a little bit in size, you prefer the 7 for that. You know, everybody likes their own size hooks that they use. I tend to go off of, if I'm using someone else's pattern, I'll use whatever hook they suggest. If I'm starting from scratch, I'll start with a 5 or 5.5 if it's a 4 weight yarn, things like that. So yeah, I don't think this is gonna really do much more. other than change the size of my swatch here. But let me know if you got these hooks, what you think of them. I think these are back up to $30. I would not pay. I got these for $14.95. They are regularly $29.95. And I'm just gonna double check that real quick. Oh, my hat is a Valentine's Day hat. I have one that's reversed where the heart's the pink and the base of the hat is the red. I can show it to you. I'm not going to put it on right this second. And this was all Jada and Stitches from the 2023 Fair Isle calendar blanket. I turned a couple of the designs into hats. So you can use them in multiple ways. You don't have to use them as the Fair Isle blanket. You could crochet a hat for every one of the designs. I'm kind of hoping that she adds 2025 to that list, because I still have not finished that blanket. I really do need to finish it. Alright, onto this crochet hook set. Let me go ahead and pull up my orders. Okay. Alright, there they are. I can't even return them now because the window closed. Alright. So the green ones are $27.99. They also have blue for $29.99. They have a orange, which comes with... What's it got yarn next to it? Hold on. That's interesting. I don't know, are they actually giving yarn with this one? There's a picture of yarn in it, and, well, the other one has it too. But the orange ones are $31.99. I don't know who's gonna buy that one. Then they have a pink one, which is $27.99. And a purple one, which is $31.99. Now, I think the purple one might be new. The hooks are 7 inches long, so if you've got big hands, I hold knife grip, and I still wind up holding closer to the thing, so there's extra that hangs off. If you hold like this, further down, it's gonna completely, your hand's gonna completely encompass the hook. I can't talk today. Knock on wood. At least I'm not coughing right now. But again, I would not buy these again if my life depended on it, because the 5mm broke while working on the Christmas ornaments, and I wasn't even crocheting that hard with it. I was trying to get it to pull through, and it just snapped. So the 4mm would just be a decoration, because I would definitely not want to even try to use this one. The 6mm is pretty much ready to go, because it doesn't have any more paint at the top, except for this little bit right here. And then the 7, which I just used, you can see where some of the wear's at on here already. It's very slight, but it is there. So, alright, well, this one's going to get a a negative 2, a -5 review. If the paint didn't rub off, they would get a higher rating. But then again, it wouldn't be that much higher because of this one breaking. And you can tell this one was also wearing with the paint. Oh, let me get that. There we go. With the paint color at the top. So, I really like trying out different hooks. I do prefer the inline hooks the best. and that's another reason why I decided I wanted to try these. Because I'm still back and forth with my tension, and I do use the tapered heads every once in a while. If I can't get the yarn to work with an inline hook, I will try a tapered hook or up my size on the hook to see if that works better. And there's my husband calling me. Oh, I didn't tell him I was doing a video, so I'll have to call him back. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up then so I can give him a call back. He's on his way back from El Paso. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed this review. Let me know if you've tried these hooks. Let me know what you thought of them. If you had the same problem where the paint was coming off, or if your hook, your tip broke. Leave a comment in the section below. I hope you all stay safe and stay crafty. Until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.